great having my next guest back here on the program. Dakota Ditcheva, who's going to be back in action. PFL 10, November 25th. It's right around the corner. Dakota, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. Thanks for having me back again.
Of course. Yeah. Good to see you get another fight with PFL. That's one of the benefits, obviously, is they keep you pretty active. When did you actually find out about this opponent and this fight?
To be honest, it wasn't too long after my last one. Obviously it was a short fight. It was less than a round, so I wanted to make sure that they knew I wanted to get back out there as soon as I can. And I'd already spoke to my coach before the fight, and we were hoping to get one more before the end of the year. And yeah, they put us on this amazing card at MSG, so I'm really lucky to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And you've been, of course, at ATT. That was one of the big changes this year. How long has it been now? Because I feel like it was midsummer. You sort of made that move. How's everything going?
Yeah, it's going really well. I've only been over here a short amount of time again. I just had like a few like visa issues and things like that, and a few medicals. Obviously, fighting in New York, I needed to get some more medicals and stuff. But yeah, training so far has been really good. Though I've been here for a few weeks now. I've got another 2 weeks here, and then I'll be over to New York after that.
Very cool. So how long have you been in Florida then?
I've been just over 2 weeks now, so I'm only over here training for like I think it was like four or 5 weeks. I was going to get over here. I've already started my camp in the UK, so yeah, which is fine. Next time, when the new year comes, hopefully I'll be able to come over here straight away. And I'm hoping maybe next time I can come out of camp so that I can make a lot of progression and then start a full camp over here at ATT under Conan.
And you mentioned sort of the visa issues. Is that sorted out now, or is that something you're going to continue to have to deal with fighting in the US?
Yeah, no, so I've been really lucky. PFL have sorted my visa now, so I've got like a 5-year working visa, and I'm ready to go now, so I can come here whenever I need to. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll come straight away as soon as the new year's over and get straight back to work.
How jealous are people back home? I saw you post the photo of, hey, you're going out and enjoying the sun, and they're obviously in the cold, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a bonus having hot weather over here. Waking up in the morning to the sun is definitely a big part of my motivation in the morning to get out of bed. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm in a really good place over here, so I'm looking forward to this fight again.
How much better have you felt just being at ATT, getting to work with the training partners you have, the coaches? And again, you have a great camp back home, but I know at ATT, it's obviously a bit of a level up. How much better have you felt just being there only a couple months?
Yeah, I mean, straight away, being able to train with the girls as soon as I got here was just a big thing for me. Like, I went back home and my training is so good over there. I always stay in routine. I've got amazing coaches back at home, but like I kind of forgot when I was over there. I got back into a routine of being at home and being happy. And then when I've come back here, I've realized again, like I've been missing the girls to train with, definitely. Them high level athletes that are at the top of their game. Like I get a good run for my money here, that's for sure. So yeah, I've had some great training so far, and I'm looking forward to it.
Let's talk about that last fight. Don't get paid by the hour, obviously, because it was just 58 seconds. Could that have gone any better? I mean, again, like I mentioned, you don't get paid to go to the judges' scorecards. You get paid the same.
Exactly, yeah, and there could be a possibility that if it had gone longer, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to fight at MSG. So I feel like everything works out how it should. Maybe this time I'll get to showcase a little bit more of what I'm capable of. But yeah, like you said, we're in and out if we can.
Was there any added nerves just because it was your debut? Like it didn't look like it in the cage, but how are you feeling going in?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to let the pressure get too much, of course. I try and concentrate on just the fight in general. But, it was a big moment for me. My first one on such a big stage. I've dreamt like for so long throughout my whole career to sign with a promotion like PFL, and to finally get there and be debuting at home back in the UK as well was massive for me in front of a home crowd. So there was definitely a lot of added pressure fighting under Conan for the first time as my head coach and ATT. I just wanted to make sure that I went out there and did the job. And yeah, I think a few tears afterwards because of like the sheer relief of like just everything, the whole build up and, the big change for me. But I was really happy with how everything went.
Let's talk about your opponent here, Catherine Corojeans. I hope I'm saying that right. She's got 2 fights. That's the main thing. How do you feel like you match up against her here?
Yeah, I haven't seen too much on her. There isn't too much content on her. But I've seen one of her fights, and my coaches have obviously had a look at her. So I feel like you know, this, like I said, at my stage and the headspace I'm in now, I don't think she can bring me much, to be honest. So I'll always go in looking for a tough fight and being prepared for, you know, a real hard test in there. But I don't think she's got anything that she can trouble me with.
Training camp, obviously ATT's got, you know, a ton of training partners that you get to work with. Are there any training partners that you get to work with a little bit more than others, or who are some of the people you've had a chance to work with?
I mean, because I've come over so late in camp this time, I've kind of moved around with my partners and stuff. There's so many girls at ATT. Like last time I said there were so many girls, but this time there's been even more. Like a lot of us are in camp, Marina, and you know, Carolina, I think she's fighting this weekend as well. Like everyone just looks like so in shape at the moment, and it's nice to come back when everyone's in camp together, because like everyone's kind of been really like pumping up the pace of training and stuff. So it's been nice to be on a good level with everyone. Whereas sometimes when people are like not in camp and are in camp, it's a little bit difficult. But it's been nice to see the work rate of everyone together. And obviously Kayla's fighting on the same card, she's headlining, so it's been good to see her energy and focus in the gym the whole time.
And I got to bring her name up just because she's Canadian like me. I saw you got to work a little bit with Jasmine Jazavidius, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, she's such a great girl. It's the first time I've met her, but yeah, her level is like very good. She was a really good partner for me. We were similar weights, we fight at the same weights, but you know, we kind of were walking around like similar. So her training was, I was really lucky to get some training in with her, and obviously she's gone home now, but we're both hoping to come back next year, so it'll be good to get some more work in with her.
And the weight cut, I know you always make weight, but how's all that going ahead of this big fight?
Yeah, fine. I mean, coming to places like ATT and, you know, like being around athletes in different places, you know, it makes me like moan less about my weight cut, because mine's like really easy compared to a lot of other fighters. So, you know, we're in a really good place, and yeah, I could fight this weekend if they brought it to me.
Okay, fair enough. And who's going to be making the trip with you? Who will be in your corner for this fight?
So I'll have my head coach Conan from ATT. He's going to make the trip with me, and then obviously my brother will be coming over from the UK. He'll be in my corner, and then I think my last one will be Gabriel, who's my boxing coach that I work with here at Top Team.
That's great. Is your mum going to be making the trip, or is she staying back home in the UK?
Oh no, my mum's coming. She never misses a traveling opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course she's coming. The whole family, my mum, my dad, my younger brother. I've got quite a few friends that are making the trip over as well. One of the promoters that I used to fight on their shows when I was amateur and like lower down in my professional career, he's actually coming over to support with his family. So I've got quite a little bit of a crowd back from home. So I'm really excited.
And you posted that photo on Instagram of your mom. Obviously, your mom has a combat sports background as well. The two of you, and how similar you look. Like, how cool is that to kind of represent? I'm sure she's kind of living vicariously through you at this point with what she's accomplished in her career.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like she probably thought she was going to get to a certain point and then have a break, but it kind of started all over again with me. Like she goes through the whole thing again. But for me, it's really nice to have somebody that understands what I'm going through. Like she knows the nerves that I'm going through. She knows like at what points I'm going to be feeling low, what points I'm going to be feeling high. Like it's just such an amazing experience to have my mum understand that. I think that's why we've got such a close bond. I mean, we do clash a lot, but I think that's why we are so close. She just gets me so much. I always say like I'm just like a little clone to her. And when people saw them photos, they literally said the same thing. Like I am just like a miniature version of her.
That's great. And how do you see the fight playing out on November 25th? I know you feel like you're going to win, but how do you envision it going down?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for a good 3-round war, but you know, I just want to go out. I want to go out big this year. You know, I want people watching PFL to see a little bit more of me. So I'm hoping at least a round, so you can see what I'm about a little bit this time.
And for those who might not know, what are the plans for next year? PFL is obviously doing their tournaments. Have you been given any sort of insight as to what 2023 will look like for you in the PFL?
Yeah, so it's not like we've not talked about like when I'll be fighting and stuff yet, but obviously they're launching PFL Europe, which is going to be massive. They're going to be going a lot of different countries, so that's going to be a really big thing. Hopefully you'll get to see me, you know, fighting like more local places, so you know, more in Europe than you will like just in the UK or over here in the States. So yeah, they're still talking about the plans and stuff. They haven't told us too much, but you'll definitely see me about a lot more. Yeah.
If they do, I mean, obviously they're going to go to Europe and do shows there, but would you still do your camps at ATT, or would that be difficult with traveling back and forth?
No, I'll 100% be coming ATT for my camps. Yeah, I'm hopefully gonna come out. Like, I'll have a Christmas and a New Year, and then I'll come out maybe end of January. And I will base my time a lot more out here. Possibly be here more than I will at home. But yeah, 100% I'll be still doing my camps at ATT.
And I know, again, you've just been back for a couple of weeks, but you've been at ATT, if you add up the total time, probably a few months. Is there anyone you've been really close with, or anyone you've hung out with sort of outside of the gym or anything like that? Who have you developed like a good friendship with since you've been there?
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard because like everyone's like, a lot of fighters have got like the settled lives here. They've got partners and stuff. So I haven't really like ventured out much of the gym. Like I have so many friends inside the gym. Like, it's such a lovely atmosphere. Everyone's dead friendly, and like, I speak to a lot of them like on Instagram and stuff. But like, as for like traveling out, I haven't yet got a car. I'm kind of staying like across the road from the gym. So I'm hoping that when I come back in January, that's my main thing, to come outside of camp and kind of settle in a lot more outside of the gym. I feel really settled inside the gym, but I want to build a little bit more of a life here. It's obviously going to be a place that I'm going to spend most of my years now. So yeah, I just need to kind of build that element and get to know people outside of the gym walls.
And on that note, aside from reading by the pool and getting a lot of sun, what else are you doing when you get that little bit of free time? Are you watching any TV, or what have you been up to?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching like a lot of American football and basketball over
Oh,
here.
really? Okay,
I mean,
cool.
yeah, so I'm kind of trying to teach myself the American football game at the moment. I'm getting quite into it, to be honest, but
Really?
that's
Okay.
kind of something that I've been following. But yeah, I don't normally watch much TV at home, so like coming back after training and just being able to chill out, that's kind of where I've been like taking my attention. So
Yeah. Have you adopted an NFL team now, or are you just like watching all the games?
is it the Dolphins? Is
Yeah,
it?
Miami Dolphins. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been watching them a lot. They're kind of like the ones that I see on the TV a lot. So I'm just going to say they're my favorites for now because I seem to be watching them a lot.
That's good. Have you gravitated more towards American football just because of the physicality? Obviously, there's a lot of physicality in fighting and everything. I'm sure that is a bit more appealing than, say, some other sports, right?
Yeah, I'm finding it quite exciting. I think, and obviously being in a sport like this, anything I watch has to be a little bit exciting to me. So yeah, I seem to be gravitating towards that at the moment. When we're at home, my brothers and that, when they watch a lot of basketball and stuff, so I have been watching that on the TV. It's nice to be able to watch it in normal hours, because when we're back home, it's like early hours of the morning, and I'm never
Yeah, it's
awake.
too tough to watch.
So
Yeah.
a little bit of sport on the TV for once.
That's great. And, I mentioned it there, really good PFL debut. You got this fight coming up.
Yeah.
How have you dealt with sort of being, on a bigger platform, a bigger profile now? I'm sure you're getting a lot of, people, messaging you on social media and reaching out and stuff. How have you been able to sort of deal with that? Because that's something that comes with, the progression in the career is obviously become more popular, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, my friends always say to me, look how much your followers are flying up. Like, and I don't really watch that type of stuff. Like, obviously, you have to build your account to get your name out there and stuff. But sometimes I forget like how much it is actually growing. But yeah, I mean, I'm the worst person for replying to people and staying in contact. So with all the attention that I'm getting now on my platform, it's hard to keep up. But it's been good. Like, it's nice to see that I'm kind of getting to that point where people know my name a little bit more now. I obviously got verified on Instagram as well. I've got a blue tick now, so
Nice.
I was so happy about that, and all my family were like so buzzing for me. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of coming at the right pace. It's not like just hit me all at once. I feel like it's something that I've gradually been building for a long time, and I feel like I'm ready for that, and I've got the support around me to help me with like everything. So.
That's good. You mentioned, replying to everyone. I'm sure you also get some, let's be honest, some creeps, some weird people on social media. Like, how do you deal with that? Because I'm sure that's something that maybe you didn't expect when you signed with PFL.
Yeah, I mean, I have had some really strange messages, I'm not going to lie, but I feel like I've had that for a few years now already. So now that my account's on like a business type profile, you can like filter your messages and make sure that they go into a different column. Like, even hate messages, if I get any like hate messages or comments, they're kind of filtered into a different area. So for now I'm like coping with it, but I think definitely in the future I'll have someone run my account, because I'm not good with all that stuff.
Yeah, no, no, of course. It's sort of unexpected. Do you really get hate though? Honestly, like, I mean, you're undefeated. I can't see anyone getting upset about a performance or anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I got a lot of hate on my last performance for PFL because a lot of people were defending the girl. She obviously put like a bit of a dispute in there about the fact that I'd need her too low or something. So there were so many comments on there, and I was getting a few messages and stuff. But yeah, my family are dead laid back about it. Like they know it's coming. It's gonna come with the sport. Like you see so many athletes talk about the hate messages they get and stuff. So they're always like, just laughing it off and just being like, you're going to get that. If you want this life, that's kind of something you got to accept and be able to mentally deal with. So, I don't take it too serious.
No, you can't. It's
Yeah.
social media. You can't, it's just, yeah, it's a whole different thing out there. My last question, do you kind of get the sense that PFL is trying to build you up like Kalya to a certain degree? You're undefeated. Obviously, you have an exciting fight style. Do you sort of get that sense they want to use you as someone that they're going to make sort of as the face of the flyweight division?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, Kayla's like, she's done so much for PFL as well. Like, obviously, they work for her, she works for them. Like, it goes together, but she's done so much for the sport and they built her up so well. Like, look at what everything she's achieved, she's smashing it. And I feel like, that is probably what they're going to start doing with me now. Kayla's kind of so like at her peak now. She's, absolutely smashing it. So maybe they'll put a little bit of time to build me up and, hopefully I'll become just as successful as she did with PFL.
Have you talked to Kalya about that at all? I don't know how close you guys are at the gym, but maybe any advice? Because obviously she's gone through this with PFL already.
Yeah, I haven't spoke to too much about that in general, but like it's been really nice to just be around her in the gym, being in the same team as her, like seeing how she comes in for training in the morning. Like she's just so focused. Like she comes in the door, she gets the training done, she goes back out, and then she's here again later. Like the way she deals with everything is just like it's really nice to have someone to look up to that, I am so similar to. Like I'm trying to, do a lot of stuff that she's now achieved. So it's nice to just see how she handles everything and just takes it like step by step.
All right, I'm not going to keep you any longer from the beach or the nice weather there, Dakota. Thanks so much for doing this. People got to check it out. It's PFL 10 coming up November 25th. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, any sponsors or any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I just want to thank my whole team, Black Acid, Ideal Nutrition, who have like helped me over here so much with getting my weight down with my food and stuff. And yeah, I'm super excited for you all to see me on the 25th. So I will see you all in New York.